to watch this movie.
Oh,
I
dude,
like the
saw
kaiju. I really want to see the action.
Oh, it's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I loved it. Me and my son went to it. He kind of wanted to go again, but I don't think we never did, and we're waiting to buy that one.
Yeah.
I just ordered a backpack for him from that movie.
Nice.
Cool, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've always been a big fan of Godzilla, but not to the point where I don't know, super fan, but I like all the movies.
Yeah.
And except for the 1999 one, which was
I liked it. I remember the fucking.
it was cool, but not
was it
that
though?
cool.
Was it cool?
P Diddy.
And Pepsi commercials.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Where
going to say that it wasn't cool.
I was
it's
like
2 against 1.
I was
You're
like 11.
you're outnumbered.
You
like
can't like
10.
it anymore, Tyson.
I thought it was cool at the time. It's
I'm
not a very
sure.
good, it's
I'm
not
sure.
a very good movie.
Any other DVDs coming out here pretty soon?
Brightburn.
Oh, that's right. I did get a chance to watch this one. And I gotta say, if you're a fan of comic books or comic book movies of any kind, this one is pretty cool. I'm not going to say
I'm
that
excited.
it's 100% like my mind is blown or anything, but damn,
This
great
was
concept.
this was the movie by the Gunn brothers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Not
was
like
They wrote it, and
They
then,
wrote it,
then
and-
James Gunn produced it, and
Right.
then the one guy directed. I can't remember his name. Dave.
and if you know comic books, you know the story of Superman.
right.
That's this.
Yeah, it seemed very
horror.
very Red Sun.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
in a
In a
In a
way.
way,
Yeah,
yes.
not
in a
that
way.
that's-
That's a good comparison.
Just what
yeah.
if Superman was evil instead of good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's all you really need to know because you really need to watch it. And I need to watch it again just to kind of see the little bits that I missed.
Sure.
But it was really on the surface. They didn't really allude to all kinds of different stuff. There's only a couple of parts on it that you're like, oh, this could grow into something else.
I've got it queued up and ready to go. I just haven't had the time yet to watch it. I
I'm
will
looking- I'm
this
looking
weekend.
forward
I
to,
took the time. Yeah, I took the time. I was like, I'm going to watch this one.
I
Right
want
on.
to see if is there. I didn't look if there's a commentary track on the Blu-ray, but I'm excited to see that. I did read a little snippet about colors that the director was using to part of his, home, his alien world and his Earth world were represented by the red and the blue, which is cool. And so yeah, I'm pretty excited for that.
The
one.
effects,
me too.
the effects were decent. The
Let me know
story
what
was
you
really
think.
cool. There's just a lot of good scenes in it. Nothing
I like
really.
Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, she was actually really, really good in it too. I mean, I'm not saying that she's bad and really bad in anything, but at the
I
same
was
time,
really surprised that
I
she
was
was
so
good.
surprised. And then home dude Pam's first husband.
Yeah, Roy.
yeah, Roy. Yeah.
Roy.
I don't know the actor's name.
Yeah,
I
me
forgot.
neither. Everybody was pretty decent in it. And then there's a surprise person in it. It's not really a big surprise, but it's pretty cool that this one actor is in it. So you'll see him and you'll be like, oh wait, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. So not to give anything away. I mean, you're
Just so you know, spoiler alert, there's something pretty cool
There's-
in Brightburn.
there's a lot of cool stuff.
Let us know what you think in
But
the comments.
as far as world building goes, this one will actually be a really good catalyst for something that could really happen. Maybe a
Nice.
couple of more movies somehow.
Sweet.
Yeah, and they could really turn it into a
How
whole
well
deal.
did this do in the theater?
It was made on a budget of I think $7 million, and it made about $17 million.
Yeah.
So
And
it made its money
It
back.
could
had to
absolutely-
compete against a lot of big movies. Though.
And well, that means it automatically will probably be slotted for a second one.
I
And
can't.
if
I couldn't
it doesn't go to
confidently
the
say that.
theater, it'll go direct to DVD.
oh, yeah,
I
sorry,
hope it
Nicolas
does.
Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, fucking put Nick Cage in it, dude. Put him in it.
Nick Cage plays grown-up bad Superman. He's always wanted to play Superman.
There you go. He could. Oh, Tyson's mind is blown.
Oh,
welcome.
my jaw's on the floor. That's a great idea, dude.
There you go, Hollywood.
That is
You're
a
welcome.
great idea. But he doesn't really look like that kid. But
Well,
he could be the dad, come
Who
round,
knows,
or the
yeah.
evil uncle, be like, "What you doing? You didn't take over this planet yet."
He'll be broad instead of
let's go get
Zod.
that.
nice,
Let's go get the
I was going to
Declaration
say
of
Zod.
Independence.
Yes, Zod. I am Zod. Kneel before Zod.
Let's go
Doochie
get-
boochies.
Let's go get the Declaration of Independence, and let's go get the Holy Grail now. Go. I saw some.
Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith and
Nicolas Cage.
Rose McGowan
Oh.
play Zod and the other two.
Yeah.
Ursula and
Yeah.
whatever,
Yes.
or whatever her name, Yurka or Ursa.
I think it was
Kneel
Ursula,
before
right?
Zod.
No, Ursa.
Ursa, yeah.
Yeah.
Ursula's from Little Mermaid.
Ursula's, yeah.
Ursula.
I
No.
can't sing a song from the Little Mermaid. Don't remember anything about that except the cover has a dick on it. I have that. The VHS tape cover.
How about okay? Let's segue
Let's
into
segue.
yeah.
Disney penises, all right. Yay.
Okay.
So does
TV.
Aladdin.
New television.
The Boys.
Yeah,
Dan, what'd
so
you think?
yeah, I'm about 4 episodes in. Really good so far. I think I might actually go back and read these comics now.
I can dig them. I can get them for you, buddy.
I think I'll wait till I'm done with the show because I'm sure I just want to see if it goes further.
I could tell you some things like.
Stuff that you're not going to share with our people that haven't seen it.
No, I won't say anything now. But like I was
Okay.
sitting there and I'm like, and I blurted out a bunch of stuff to Sherry, my wife, who was sitting next to me. Like I know things about the serum,
Right.
and the guy Black Noir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Okay.
show is really good. I read online it did better than expected with
Yeah,
Amazon.
yeah.
So I think we're already going to get a second season. Hopefully they bring back Dan Trachtenberg to direct an episode. He directed the pilot, which I
Yeah.
thought was a really, really good pilot.
It was, and I'm kind of excited. And not the same, but similar.
Mhm.
Because I think we'll get a second season of like Umbrella Academy. So we're getting a lot of these independent stories
Sure.
out there, which is pretty awesome. I
Yeah.
think.
Hopefully, it opens up to where they really do secure some more properties to do
Yeah.
things like that, which
Yeah.
would be pretty awesome. Like
Maybe
a Tank Girl series.
And I know.
Only if Ice-T reprises his role as a kangaroo warrior.
Hey,
Yes.
I bet he would. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm Ice-T. I'm on CSI crime scene. Kangaroo
You gonna pay me $400,000? I'll be a kangaroo.
a year.
Be
Yes.
anything you want me to. I'll
But-
be an Ice Cube if you want me to.
Hey.
Kind of in related news, but not really the same. I know the CW is gearing up to put on that Crisis thing, and then
Crisis
they have-
on Infinite Earths
yeah,
is this
they-
one, right?
and they have Batwoman, and then Arrow's ending, and then Batwoman's going to premiere. But I heard that they want to launch a new show, and I don't know, just throwing the question out there. Be kind of a cool idea, I think.
I'm not saying I'm biased, but the
we
question sounds like a great idea.
I think it would really
And I
fit.
think it would
fit
fit in
in
with
that
all those.
world, and it could be a little bit
especially
darker.
since they're losing Arrow anyways.
Mhm.
So that would kind of take that more gritty.
I heard another rumor that Steve Amell might go to AEW, maybe have another couple matches.
I don't know
Wrestling.
what that means.
He did have a wrestling match at SummerSlam 2015.
I did not know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Because I don't know wrestling.
You don't know wrestling?
Wrestling. Nerd alert.
Whatever.
We'll take this to the backyard.
But that's all I got on TVs. I don't. The movies is still on CNN. I've been kind of keeping up with that.
I've only watched one episode of that, and it was really good.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to see those retrospectives of the years of different movies and stuff, and you kind of remember.
Well, when
the
you
good
want
stuff.
like a lot of information kind of
Yeah.
condensed, and you're just like when I'm into something, like I was into the '90s a couple of years ago a lot, like specifically '96. And like you just want like all that information condensed. It's just like, oh, just watch this, CNN series. They really just give you, So
Well,
it's
and it
good,
gives you
all right.
It might give you information that you can jump deeper on something you haven't seen.
Be like, oh, I didn't know about
exactly,
that thing, so now I'm gonna
exactly.
go look at that movie. You know what I mean?
I was really into the '90s in the '90s.
yeah, whenever
Well,
I
me
lived
too.
in them.
Me too, but I just
Yeah.
think there's
No,
something.
but there was definitely some
special
cool
about
stuff that
96.
came. Well, and I think there's a really nice arc in the '90s of just some great stuff.
Yeah.
Not early '90s,
Mm,
kind of
yeah.
mid '90s.
Yeah,
that
60s.
transition between like 88
94,
to
94.
92 was kind of that was a good beginning and bookend
Yeah,
to a
I would
lot
say.
of
I would say.
styles.
Yeah, I would say '90. I mean, we started really getting the crux of good music coming out. What '91?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was where things started changing.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say for movies specifically, at least to me, probably '94, like
With
you
the
said.
Crow.
Well, not with just The Crow, but Pulp Fiction came out
Pulp
that
Fiction,
year.
The Crow,
There was a '94. If we do a '90s, I've already called '94 is my
And
year.
I'm going 96.
and I'm going. I don't know yet.
He's going to party like it's
1996. Anyway,
before I
I don't know,
graduated.
man, but, TV.
As far as streaming goes, I saw that Invader Zim is going to have a new movie on Netflix. Invader Zim was a pretty cool, weird cartoon. that
So
was
I
on.
remember
My son really
that
liked
there
it.
was a thing called Invader Zim.
Yeah.
I
But
remember
I've
that.
never seen it.
I've never seen
It's
it
it's
either.
pretty funny, and you get into it, and it's pretty good. And that's kind of like it kind of like we talked about last time, the Rocko's Modern Life.
Right.
So
Yes.
this kind of, I was looking at that, I was like, oh, this is cool that they're bringing back these these animated shows a little bit,
Sure.
and maybe they gain some traction. Hulu's got some pretty good old school movies that are popping up this month. 7 for 1, great movie.
Love it.
You got
Saw it in the
Terminator.
theater with my wife.
I saw 7 in
Fudge.
Dallas too one time. It was a fucking
Jealous.
crazy movie. Rushmore, which was great.
Yes, love that movie.
Ooh, nice. And
No,
then
my wife
No,
had-
wait, that
yeah,
doesn't sound
yeah,
sweet at all.
It was fine for me.
yeah, Yeah.
The other company was not having it.
yeah, and then there's Idiocracy is back on streaming again because that is just a telltale sign of what
You can
I
taste the
think-
electrolytes.
Yeah, yeah,
You
because
know,
it's what plants crave.
you know what? Speaking of Idiocracy, to kind of segue from that same year, there's a movie that I'd like to talk about if you guys ever wanted to, Southland Tales.
Oh, that was a great movie.
And I watched it recently, and it holds up. Like,
Does it?
Yeah, I think it holds up. Maybe some of the technology doesn't because it's moved on.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we should talk about that sometime. It's
Idiocracy
pretty
is
cool.
just a really fun movie to watch. It's funny. And
Oh,
if you're
it's
watching
silly.
it's one of those that
Dak
you can watch at
Shepard.
any time and it'd be pretty funny.
Jack Shepard.
Real quick on that back kind of on the TV news, I did read that Cloak and Dagger are going to be on the Runaways,
yeah, they're gonna have a crossover there on
Yeah.
Freeform,
which
and
is
Hulu.
weird because that's Freeform and Hulu, and aren't they?
No, well,
Yeah, Freeform's owned by ABC, which
Yeah.
is owned by Disney. Okay,
Freeform
Okay.
used to be ABC Family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was just
Um,
making sure I made the connection there.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Amazon's got Valkyrie's back streaming again, which I don't think it ever leaves streaming. Most of these
it's always
movies don't.
well, some of them do.
Yeah.
I have that movie. I've never seen it.
Valkyrie is a pretty good movie.
It's loosely based on a true story.
yeah,
Right,
actually.
right.
very
Yeah.
loosely, of course.
Here's
but,
a tough question for you because you had Brad Pitt earlier.
Mhm.
Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise. Which one's got like the better movie? Because to me, it's like dead equal. I can't really
Man, I don't know. Tom Cruise, as far as money, if you go by the money,
not going by the
Oh,
money.
no,
I'm
I
just
would
going
say-
by personal
So-
taste,
okay, personal taste.
Subjectively.
subjectively.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, no, it's kind of
Because think
that's
about
kind
like
of a hard
Mission
one.
Impossible, but you also got like
So my favorite
Legends of
Tom
the
Cruise-
Falls.
My favorite Tom Cruise movie is actually The Last Samurai.
Oh, man,
which
you
is
did
an
the
awesome
last
movie.
Edward Zwick film, man.
And I'll be honest, like the Mission Impossibles, okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
Mission
And I like
Impossible
the-
3, 4,
I haven't seen
5.
it. We just had this
Yeah,
discussion
yeah.
a couple episodes
Right, I
ago.
know,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I saw the first two, and then I was like, "This is way too much
J-
woo."
Yeah.
The J.J. Abrams one is awesome. I love
Yeah.
the J.J.
Yeah.
Abrams one is my
Yeah,
favorite.
no, it's
and,
a good.
and I know that they're loved.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that's definitely my favorite Cruise movie. But yeah, man, Pitt.
That's a tough question, huh?
Pitches of the Fall was definitely
Fury?
a great
Have you
movie.
seen Fury?
yeah,
and
absolutely.
well,
Glorious-
how many
Glorious
Pitt?
of course.
Does
World
Pitt
War
have
Z?
a franchise?
What?
No.
Pitt
World
doesn't
War
have
Z.
a franchise.
Well,
See,
it-
Tom
no.
Cruise has the franchises almost.
So you're saying that's a cop out?
You mean like
I'm not
The
saying
Mummy?
that. I'm not saying that. Yeah, no. I'm not saying that might be the tipping point for it. But Tom Cruise has these franchises that do really well consistently.
Yeah, but
you know,
It's true.
But Brad Pitt has those one-off movies that are exceptionally great.
Curious Case of Benjamin Button,
See,
Thelma and Louise,
You don't have to continue his stuff.
True Romance?
you know?
Seven,
Yeah.
True Romance, that counts.
Yeah.
Does it really? He was the guy on the couch.
The stoner
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. That was
Did you
one
know
of the first
that's
ones.
the inspiration for Pineapple Express?
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that's how I would kind of look at it. You got one-offs from Brad Pitt, great one-offs, 100%. You don't have
Does
to
he
build
have
upon
any
them.
franchise?
I don't think
No.
so.
Was he in one of those Oceans movies?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
well,
they were-
okay,
that's a franchise,
yeah,
but they only
okay.
did 3 of them.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
I think
so I
I
guess
watched
that counts.
I think I watched the first one.
Ocean's 11,
like
12, and
13, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all pretty good. But that wasn't like Mission Impossible franchise
Well,
style,
and he's
you
not
know.
the center point.
Correct. So,
I don't know if the franchise matters necessarily because Tom Cruise still has a bunch of stand-up performances too.
yeah.
Born on the 4th of July.
Well, yeah,
Top
exactly,
Gun, Top Gun 2,
Yeah. Well, see,
Magnolia.
Magnolia was weird.
The only movie he's ever
Yeah,
he's been
yeah, it's
nominated
unusual.
for that. What other movie was he
Eyes
in?
Wide Shut.
that only gets a pass because it's Kubrick.
I know. You don't have to tell me, brother.
I like that movie, but he's good in that movie.
That movie at all.
Yeah, it's not one of
and
the
I
best.
love
It's not my,
Kubrick.
it's not my
I'm a
favorite
Kubrick
Kubrick
fan.
movie.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Barry Lyndon?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That
movie,
one
too.
I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so,
wow, we've digressed a lot.
we've digressed a lot. So how about comics? The only notable comics that I have coming out is they're doing this whole Carnage thing with
Yeah.
Marvel.
Absolute
So
Carnage.
like Absolute Carnage,
It's Donny
Separation.
Cates, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Separation, Anxiety, and
Friend
the
of